Oh, hi. Is compost healthy for you? Stick around, we'll find out. This is John Simzak with the Driveway Garden. When composting, we're using the best of nature to grow naturally. The best way to compost is to put it in static piles that allow it to decompose slowly. Your beneficials do much better that way. For example, there are fungi that grow that are very good at disease protection. When you turn it a lot, you can break up those fungi and they just don't grow as well, or sometimes not at all. So it's best to turn the pile just once, twice, maybe 3 times, but we turn this pile just once. As we move this pile, we plan on layering it with equal amounts of brown and green. Now, we started this in August of 2023, and I hope to have this ready late next spring, and that'll put me ahead of the game. I'll have compost available that I never did at that time. I would have to buy it in. So what we plan on doing is we're going to make this a real good thermal compost through the winter. So we have collected materials to enable that, and we're going to show you those things. So right here we have triple shredded hardwood. And one thing I want to say about hardwood chips, it's good to get different types of hardwood chips. Again, it just affects your biology differently. You want to mix things up as much as possible. But I like the triple shredded because of all the different sizing in there. There's some big bits and real small bits. So I have a good pile of this to use through the winter. Over here, I have some pumpkins. And I find pumpkins are great for creating some of that nice thermal through the winter. So I have quite a few of these actually. I have a bunch in my garage. And I'll store those through the winter and use those as time goes on through the winter. The other thing I really like to do is I have a mature oak woods down here, and I'll go through where the decay begins just above the soil line and get a lot of that. And I like, because there's going to be some great beneficials that are on that forest floor. And I only take a small bucket full because you don't want to disturb a bunch of that natural habitat. So I just use some, and actually I only put handfuls in at a time when I layer. I also have a bunch of bags of leaves, and I have 3 or 4 different types of leaves because all I have is oaks around here, and the maples and other types of tree leaves break down better. But I have bags of that. I also have a big pile of it back here that I stored from when I cut the lawn. It has all kinds of different things in that pile, so that's over there too. So I have all these bags I'll store. Also, I go to a bakery, and right now I don't see if I got any. Oh yeah, I go in a bakery, and look at that. There's some nice mold on there now. That'll be great. Yeah, see, Brandon likes that stuff. But we'll put those on, and that heats it up real nice too. If you look around, scrounge around, you can find places to get the coffee. I have about 20 bags of those, and I'm going to get some more. Plus, weekly I pick up from the bakery. So all those things I have stored and ready and waiting so we can have that thermal compost and complete it by the end of spring. How is compost good for your health? Properly processed compost is abundant with a variety of incredibly beneficial organisms. These organisms are able to balance numerous biological activities in the soil, like pH, making minerals available, disease protection. You know, the critters in the compost act just like the microbes in your gut. They make the nutrient available so your body can absorb it. And if they weren't there, you would starve. When the biology is right, the plants will be healthy and the flavor will tantalize your taste buds. So when you have excellent sweet tasting veggies, you have the best nutrition. Excellent flavor means you have the nutrition to match that flavor. And that kind of eating is not just healthy and enjoyable, but medicinal. Recent archaeological discoveries clarify that dung piles referred to in the Bible were indeed compost piles. Reference to composting has been found on clay tablets dated thousands of years. The word compost comes from the medieval Latin compostum, which means bring together. So, when healthy, the soil food web beneath our feet intelligently work together. Okay, well, we're done for the day. We got it all moved. We layered all the materials we showed you in there. Before we moved the pile, it was at 146 degrees. Right now it's about 70 degrees, a little 20 over Celsius. So I'm going to kind of time this to see how long it takes to heat up, and we'll check back on that later. Right now we're getting this set, and I think I'm going to have some great compost for the spring. If you have any questions, we'd love to see it in the comments. And don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, punch that like button, and make sure you hit the bell so you can keep up with what we're doing. Thank you so much for watching the Driveway Garden No Dig Container Gardening.